And we welcome you to a special night of regular season hoops. This one counts as part of the NBA Cup with two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Let's see the stat sheet here for him.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
And here's Memphis' starting group. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Brandon Clark out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3, small forward. And for San Francisco, George out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's Jose Alvarado, and it's Ellis in at the shooting guard. Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes, too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt, and the camaraderie has grown.
Here's Ellis. Here's Chamberlain. Got it. Good job in the low post.
I tell you, it always feels great getting those first points on the board.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Wells. Here's Bane. There's the triple. Gets the 3 to fall.
And I like that there. I mean, get Bane something in rhythm.
Now Alvarado. Here's Chamberlain. Clark covers. For 3, George. They get it back. Barnes passes to Chamberlain. Yep, that one goes.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Bane. Pass to Wells. And here's Morant. Clock at 6. The floater. Blocked! And they get it back. Here's Jackson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Now here's George. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Pass to Alvarado. Down low. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Brandon Clark.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
San Francisco shooting their initial free throws of the game here. After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024, Grant.
You know, really, by no fault of their own, B.A. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Now here's Morant. Averaging around 22 points a game. Now here's Bane. He's covered closely. Shot clock at 5. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And it's Morant missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Outside Bane. Pass to Jackson. Clark outside. Morant with it. Clark finds Morant, and he drops it in from the low post.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Here's Ellis. George outside. The shot from 20 feet out. Barnes, it's good.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And the standings for the NBA Cup starting to come into focus.
Yeah, but there's still time to make a push. We'll just have to wait and see which teams are able to punch their ticket to the knockout round.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to talk with the head coach of the Warriors for a minute, and we discussed his plan for John Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. B.A.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
Boy, Paul George now taking double the amount of threes he did when he first came in the league. Incredible.
Jackson outside. Here's Clark. Chamberlain pulls it in. And here's George. He'll bring it up for San Francisco. 4-point game. Inside. Pass to Alvarado. Here's Chamberlain. Clark covers. Clark on the double. Here's Chamberlain. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
Yeah, when you make your mid range shots, you force your opponents to adjust.
Well, truth is, though, he's tall enough to get that off against anyone.
Now here's Morant. In his last outing, 16 points for him.
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
San Francisco leading by 4. Alvarado, the pass to Ellis. Here's Chamberlain. Pass to Ellis. Alvarado outside. The 3 is up. And again, San Francisco with a triple.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Grizzlies trail by 7. Clark left side. It's stolen by Barnes. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Chamberlain, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
To the middle. Pulls it. Jackson. Poke loose. Here's Clark. Rebound San Francisco. Barnes with it. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game.
Yeah, this is not a guy who draws a ton of fouls, but Barnes baits the defender that time.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Warriors?
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And they've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
Morant finds Jackson. Here's Wells. Fires the 3. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Barnes. That shot off the mark. Grizzlies trail by 10. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Jackson can't get it to go. For San Francisco, they've gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Chamberlain gets the bucket. Chamberlain's got 12.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to review the game plan. Checked in for Memphis. Now looking at the 2K leaderboard, specifically which teams have created a lot of turnovers and cashed in on the other end during the last 10 games. In the 3rd spot, the Warriors.
They've turned up the heat defensively over this last stretch, trying to force more turnovers. That's been their game.
And again, it's Memphis missing.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Back to ball. Outside heel. Just 5 on the clock. Chamberlain passes to Thompson. Over Jackson. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. And the layup is good. Give him 8.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
And here's Morant. Give him 8 points now. Kicks it out to Jackson. Smart for 3. Rebound San Francisco. Chamberlain's got rebound number 7 tonight.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Smart with the ball, and it's Hield picking him up. Smart against Hield. Smart passes to Clark. Crosses over. Rebound San Francisco. Chamberlain's got 8 rebounds in the game. Hield from outside. Knocks down the triple. And the Warriors lead by 17.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout. Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
Ball surveys the floor. Pass to Hield. Here's Chamberlain. Clark covers.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Here's Morant. Give him 8. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt. He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Morant against ball. Pass to Thompson. Here's Chamberlain. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Now here's Bane. 15 in his last outing. And that one's good. Morant.
I'll tell you, despite this guy's strong play in this period, they're still behind. Someone else has got to step up.
Ball outside. Takes one from 10 feet. And he can't bank that one in. Grizzlies trail by 14. Here's Bane. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Grizzlies.
Memphis ball.
Some changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Clark. And it's Pippen in for Morant. Here's Pippen. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Pass to Bane for 3. Chamberlain pulls it in. San Francisco leading by 14. Hield passes to Ball.
2 minutes remaining.
To the inside. Here's Chamberlain. Oh! And that one is hammered home.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Here's Pippen. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Buries it from 3. Bane's got 6.
Anytime he can, Bane is taking this shot. I mean, he is supremely confident from range.
San Francisco shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Wilt Chamberlain.
First free throw is good. Aldama's checked in for Bain. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And I love how they've been the aggressors on the offensive end. So unafraid of contact, looking to score points in the lane and at the free throw line.
Now here's Smart. He's scoreless. Aldama, the pass to Smart. From outside, off the mark.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
It's picked off. Here's the break. And here's Thompson for 3. Connects again from distance.
And he's hit thousands of threes in the league. Oh, my.
Inching closer to 5th place on the career triples list.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Ball outside. Pass to Thompson. Takes the 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist of the night.
And they've got the D reeling. A full 3-point attack right off the tip.
Here's Pippen.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility. But I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it. As long as it helps his team get the win.
These are his first free throws of the game.
And in their last game, he really distinguished himself at the free throw line.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And the growth of Jackson Jr. is downright scary, especially defensively. This guy has been upping his game, and no opponent is happy about that.
Chamberlain passes to Thompson. Pass to Chamberlain. 6 on the shot clock. Over Edey. Chamberlain gets the bucket. Chamberlain's got 24.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And so it's San Francisco up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be right back with you shortly. We welcome you back to second quarter.
Remember, guys, in the Wilt Chamberlain series, Wilt never ever comes out. He plays every single minute of every game, just like he did back in '62.
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for Memphis. Trailing by 19. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for them. They've got Jose Alvarado. He's out there with Buddy Hield. And it's Mobo in at the 4-man position. San Francisco has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. And for Memphis, we've got Jackson. He's out there with Santi Aldama. Edey out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Pippen in at the point. Here's Chamberlain. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. 26 points for him.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
Picked by Aldama. Pass to Smart. There's Jackson with the 3. He's got it. Just 2 of 7 from the field, though.
And you know, his team wants Jackson Jr. to keep taking these threes, knowing it'll help open up this offense even more.
George outside. Six to shoot. Outside Hield. Over Edey. Here's Chamberlain. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Chamberlain's got 4 points in the quarter.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. To the paint. Here's Jackson, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Oh my God, how's that? Wilt Chamberlain jumping so high, he getting goaltended, man. That's crazy. that should have been a clean block, but he was up there so high.
San Francisco leading by 16. Alvarado outside. Pass to Chamberlain. Over Edie. Chamberlain, no good.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Wells, the pass to Jackson. Jackson with a screen on heel. To the middle. Here's Edie. 5 on the clock. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And their shots are dropping with more consistency now.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. They set a pick. Alvarado, the pass to Chamberlain. Over Edie. San Francisco. Grizzlies trail by 14. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Changes here for San Francisco. Steven Adams checked in for Larabia, and Ellis is subbed in for Hield. And Memphis also
going Twin Towers now with Steven Adams and Wilt.
Now off the inbound. Wells misses.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Adams with a screen on Bain. Ellis passes to Chamberlain. And he goes in for the dunk.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Grizzlies trail by 18. Pass to Wells. Now here's Jackson. 3-pointer. And again, Memphis no good. For San Francisco, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. And there's a 3-second violation. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Warriors, #1.
Let's see if they'll be able to keep scoring at this rate throughout this season. Over the last 10 games, their ability to score in transition has been special.
Pass to Edie. Floats one up, and it's laid in by Jackson. Jackson's got 12 points in the game. San Francisco leading by 16. Here's George. Drills the baseline jumper.
Gorgeous. That pull-up jumper is simply gorgeous. Paul George rises above everyone.
Here's Wells. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. For San Francisco, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. And that one's good. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Jackson can't get it to go.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Right wing. Lets it go from deep. Adams, the pass to Chamberlain. Alvarado outside. From downtown, he's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
The 3 from Bain. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Ellis passes to George. Adams a screen. Unloads from 13. And he gets it to go off the front iron. He's got 9.
Well, you expect Paul George to either take it right to the cup or shoot the 3. You give up that in-between space, and he hits the mid-range.
Now Smart. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Here's Edey. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Wells to halt the run. And it's good. First made shot in 4 attempts.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
Now here's Alvarado. He's got 6. It's George on the wing. He shoots it. The rebound by Edey.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Wells, the pass to Jackson. Over Adams. Chamberlain pulls it in.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Kicks it to George. This one for 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Outside Bain. There's a screen. Jacks up a 3. Hits the trifecta. Bain's got 9.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
Alvarado with it. Pass to George. Here's Ellis. Alvarado outside. Here's Chamberlain. Ooh, a terrific shot on the turnaround. Chamberlain's got 34 points.
I just love the ball movement.
And here's Smart. Still without a bucket. Outside Bain. Back to Smart from the arc. Rebound San Francisco. They're getting their first look of the season at the Grizzlies in this one.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall.
Back to Alvarado. Here's Chamberlain. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable. Now Bain. Inside. Jackson, the pass to Smart. Here's Edey. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
A power finish there as he breaks out the tomahawk.
You could feel the shake after that.
Good.
Shakes him. Here's Chamberlain, defended by Jackson. Out to the right wing. Here's Ellis. They get it back. Chamberlain. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
Throws it up high. And so the ball out of bounds. Smart tucks it last.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Barnes, he's checked in for San Francisco. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Ja Morant comes in for Smart. George passes to Barnes. Here's the pick. Pass to Chamberlain. Oh, it's stolen away. Here's Wells. Down low. Here's Bain. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Yeah, pretty fearless move by Bane, making sure he gets the shot off.
Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he drops the first. Clark is checked in for Memphis. Jaren Jackson comes in for Aldama. And Bane drops them both.
And such a unique player. Bane is a powerful guard with an incredibly soft touch.
Alvarado outside. Pass to George. Here's Chamberlain. Clark covers. George outside. Here's Ellis to the inside. Here's Chamberlain. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Chamberlain's got 38 points.
Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
Outside Bane. Here's Wells. George defending. Jackson outside. Here's the 3. Rebound San Francisco. Coming into this, having knocks to win against San Antonio in their last game.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the 3-point line, and it worked to perfection.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second chance opportunities.
Caldwell Pope's checked in for Paul George. San Francisco shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. 1:19 left to play in the first half. Outside Bane. Pass to Wells. Jackson outside. Now Morant. And here's Bane. Clock at 6. Clark with the screen. 3-pointer. And it's Desmond Bane with the 3. Bane's got 14 points for the game.
And they're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
Alvarado, the pass to Chamberlain. Over Clark. Chamberlain gets the bucket. Chamberlain's got 40 points.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Outside Bane. 32 seconds left in the second. The floater. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Second team foul.
That free throw, no good.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
And he's good on the second. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Alvarado. He has 6. Pass to Chamberlain. Clark on the double. The open shot, Barnes. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Barnes has gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
From deep 3-point range. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's San Francisco with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 27 points, looking good. Defense is setting the tone. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
You know what time it is. It's time for your mega half-court shots. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll, please. And measuring up the shot.
Hey, folks. I mean, when you go inside and impose your will this way, you're delivering a gut punch.
Yeah, there's a whole other half to go, but the way they're winning this makes them the heavy favorite now. Next on the docket, power rankings. Fellas, let's see which teams are jostling for those top spots.
Take a look at San Francisco. They're on a mission. You can tell. They came into the season locked and loaded, making a statement here early on, Ernie.
Still a lot of season left, but you couldn't ask for a better start from them. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for Memphis. Harrison Barnes out there with Paul George. Then there's Jose Alvarado, and it's Chamberlain in at the 5. Clark with the screen. The 3 from Bain. Sinks it from distance. Bain's got 18.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And for Memphis, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bain. Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Wells in at the small forward position. And here's the schedule for the Memphis Grizzlies. On Monday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets. And then on Wednesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Detroit to take on the Pistons.
And for that game against the Spurs, they'll need to be pretty much perfect for that one. Anything less than that means they're in for a tough evening.
Memphis shooting the ball at 43% from the field. We've got Paul George, also Harrison Barnes out there, and it's Ellis in at the 2-guard spot. Wells misses. San Francisco has gotten 7 of 12 3-point attempts to fall. And for the Grizzlies, manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bain. Brandon Clark out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the 3.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
First one falls for him. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. San Francisco shooting 70% from the field, a performance that has been fun to watch. Ellis passes to Chamberlain, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Outside Bain. Back to Morant. Pass to Jackson. Beyond the arc. And again, it's Memphis missing.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
George left side. Ellis passes to Chamberlain. Second shot opportunity, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. He's had 6 attempts at the line. He's made 5 of them.
Wilt Chamberlain, 1 shot.
Man, playing with boys. Man, playing with boys. This small ball era, man, it's just made for dominant big men. But all these small ball guys down there, it's just too easy for a dominant low post player.
And the free throw, no good. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Jackson outside. And another miss by Memphis.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Alvarado, the pass to Chamberlain. Banked it in off the glass. Chamberlain's got 47 points.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Outside Bain. Jackson outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Jackson's got 15 points.
That jumper is pure. Jackson with great touch for a big man. Set him up, let him knock him down.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. For San Francisco, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Up top, George. 12 points for him. Here's Chamberlain. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Outside Morant. Clark against Barnes. It's tipped. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Chamberlain. Alvarado, the pass to George. Alvarado outside. Pass to George. 5 to shoot. Sinks that one from the post. Chamberlain's got 49 in the game.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
There's Jackson with the 3. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Alvarado outside from behind the arc. They grab their own miss. Oh, another one falls. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
And the Grizzlies shooting a disappointing 38%. Right side, Bain. Charity stripe shot. Chamberlain pulls it in. The Warriors have gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. Alvarado outside. Pass to Chamberlain. Jackson against Barnes. Inside. For 3, George nails it from 3. George has got 15.
This guy practically automatic. Paul George in the catch and shoot. Look out.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Left side, Morant. Chamberlain pulls it in. For San Francisco, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. To the middle. From 11 feet away, that one falls. Chamberlain's got 53 points.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Bain surveying the D. Just 5 to shoot. To stop the run. And another miss by Memphis. San Francisco has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Alvarado, the pass to George. Pass to Chamberlain. Clark on the double. To the wing, right side. Here's Ellis. From down in the low post, it goes. 5 points in the game.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Now here's Morant. Alvarado defending from 12 feet, and the jumper falls for him.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Alvarado outside. Here's Chamberlain. Clark covers. Chamberlain, no good. Memphis has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Morant, the pass to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Pass to Chamberlain. Oh, stolen by Morant. On the break. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
And San Francisco calls time here. So San Francisco going with almost an entirely new group here. Laravia's checked in for Barnes. Klay Thompson comes in for Paul George. Hield's checked in for Ellis. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Alvarado. Marcus Smart's checked in for Memphis. And yes, another basket.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Jackson outside. And the three off target.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Bane. The three is up. And that's good. Klay Thompson for three. Thompson's got 11.
Klay Thompson, you can't let him get cooking from three. Boy, this guy's too accurate as a shooter.
And here's Morant outside. Chamberlain pulls it in. San Francisco shooting 70% from the field. A performance that has been fun to watch. Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. Drains the triple. 18 points for him.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Ball with it. Yet to see a basket. Out to Hield. Puts up a three. And again, San Francisco with a triple.
The specialty of Buddy Hield is a three-point shot. You give him an opportunity to respond, and he's going to say, yes, sir.
Pass to Jackson. Fades. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
Boy, that's as wide open as you're going to get. The defense needs to lock in and be better than that.
Ball with it. Guarded by Morant. Ball passes to Thompson. Outside Hield. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. 3 on 3. Bane finds Jackson. Floats one and is blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Some changes for Memphis. Edey comes in for Clark. And Aldama subbed in for Bane. Six on the shot clock. Morant, the pass to Aldama. There's Jackson with the three. Drops in the three. Jackson's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Outside Hield. Here's Chamberlain. Another one falls. Amazing.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Here's Morant. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Pass to Chamberlain. Over Edey. No good off the back of the rim. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Jackson with a screen on ball. To the paint. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Here's the break. The three from Thompson. That's another board.
He's eating glass right now.
30 boards in this one. 30.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Launches it. Rebound San Francisco. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Thompson. Back to Ball. Here's Chamberlain. Over Edey. Good! That's another bucket!
And when it comes to scoring, there's none better continuing to add to his all-time lead in 60-point games. Folks, it might have seemed impossible, but he's broken his own record here.
It's truly Pantheon-level performances. Simply just an everyday thing with the way he attacks the game. He makes it look so easy. Timeout call, Memphis. San Francisco making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Here's Edey. 6 points for him. Oh, got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And he lobs it up. Now here's Ball. Guarded closely. It's stolen by Smart. Pass to Pippen. Overhealed. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. San Francisco out in front, just dominating this one. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Ball is out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Klay Thompson. Then there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Chamberlain in at the center position. Ball against Smart. Tipped. Outside Bane. Fires the three. Chamberlain pulls it in. And the Warriors shooting the ball 70% in this game. Thompson outside. Pass to Chamberlain. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Pass to Edey. Now Bane. The three. Chamberlain pulls it in. Shot is up. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Outside Bane. The three ball. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. Smart's got his 4th assist in this one.
Putting on a shooting clinic from deep. He had that huge first half, and he's still rolling.
Ball passes to Chamberlain. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense, really taking it to the opposition. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
Well, they've done some damage down there in the post. And they're converting everything on the block.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Ball against Smart. Pass to Bain. There's the three. And another three for Memphis.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
Ball outside. Thompson with it. Hield passes to Chamberlain. Bain against Hield. Here's Chamberlain. Can he keep it going? The rebound by Edey. Edey's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And the NBA moving to a 2-day draft. Your thoughts on the change, Grant?
You know, B.A., a lot of pro sports are shifting to multi-day drafts. And the NBA draft can be long if done all in one evening. So maybe a good choice to break it up. Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. Thompson outside. Pass to Chamberlain. Another shot. And it's good on the layup.
And this is exactly what he's capable of. He finds different ways to make an impact. This time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
Here's an assist from Smart.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Smart against Ball. Here's Chamberlain. It's rebounded by Memphis. Edey's got rebound number 7 tonight. Outside Bain. With the fadeaway. Rebound San Francisco.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Ball passes to Hield. Counted from distance. Hield's got 5 points in the quarter.
And down in the corner, Hield looks so comfortable. I mean, that's a shot he knows he can make.
And here's Smart. Pass to Wells. Back to Smart. Aldama outside. Here's Wells. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Down low. The steal. Outside Bain. Kicks it out to Smart. Fires from deep. He can't hit that time. The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. And that one drops for him.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
The Grizzlies shooting 44% here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bane. Back to Smart. Here's Edey. Well, when you list the best players in the NBA right now, Doris, most of the top guys are from outside the U.S.
BA, I don't know why that is. There's a lot of theories out there, one of which is the 1992, the initial Dream Team, so captivated the imagination of fans across the world. So I think that's part of it. We have to love that the game of basketball is so popular in countries outside of the United States, and we would be making a mistake if we did not give the league the credit it deserves for wanting to grow the game internationally. It has not been solely and exclusively focused here in the United States. They want everyone to love the game as much as we do.
To the middle. Here's Bane. And there's the rejection. And they're on the run. Yet another bucket. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Doris, with the latest collective bargaining agreement, teams have to be more strategic with their spending.
They do, Brian, and I think this speaks to the league's desire to make sure there's competitiveness across all of the teams in the league. There are now harsh penalties in place for teams that go over the luxury tax. So star players in their 30s or players with injury concerns aren't necessarily guaranteed max contracts in the future. You're going to see a lot more negotiations and smart decision making.
Pass to Chamberlain. Over Clark. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's now tied for the fourth most points in a game ever. He is hitting everything.
It is truly one of the greatest games in league history. He can't miss.
73. What a number. Tying Wilt and David Thompson. Only Wilt and Kobe have more in a single game.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep, Morant. Chamberlain pulls it in. And here's San Francisco. They're on an 11-3 run. Hield for 3. Ja Morant grabs a miss. Memphis shooting 40% so far in this one. Smart passes to Morant. Well, Doris, with so many franchises, the star player has a lot of sway.
Well, to me, BA, so much of this speaks to which star are we talking about. If you take someone like Stephen Curry, who historically has welcomed other stars to play alongside him, or has at moments in his career had to elevate young players who maybe have to play through some mistakes.
Again! What an avalanche!
Unreal. He's got the fourth most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history.
Honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. He's in the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and then Wilt's 100 are the only higher-scoring games ever.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Wilt Chamberlain taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Whatever they discuss at halftime, he's come out more assertive and more aggressive.
And some changes here for San Francisco. Laravia's checked in for Caldwell Pope. Harrison Barnes comes in for Thompson. And Ellis is subbed in for Hield. Pass to Wells. And you look at the development of AI. How might it affect the league going forward, Doris?
I think there's so much to be learned, Brian, about that exact thing, whether we are talking about the league or whether we're talking about society to a greater extent. As it relates to the league, how will teams employ it for scouting? Does it impact shot selection or player contracts? Maybe even the negotiation of the next CBA. Truth is, we really don't know. What we do know, it's coming fast.
Pass to Jackson to end the drought. Chamberlain pulls it in.
Well, he tries to answer with a three of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Ellis passes to Chamberlain. And again!
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages.
He surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's less famous scoring mark from 1961, and Kobe Bryant now in his sights.
And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Knocked away. Here's Ellis. And he slams it in one-handed.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Payne, the pass to Clark. Rebound San Francisco.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Shoots. Chamberlain, no good.
2 minutes remaining.
And the Grizzlies shooting only 38% from the floor. Not great. Pass to Clark. Jackson outside. Clark with the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Can they get it? Ooh, excellent D there from Barnes.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Here's Chamberlain, defended by Jackson. Back to Barnes. Here's Chamberlain. Shoots over Jackson. Oh, connects again.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands alone.
And to think he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100. This is a game we'll be talking about for decades. And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Warriors.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
Here's Chamberlain. Clark covers from in close. Chamberlain gets the bucket.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Pass to Wells. Back to Payne. Kicks it out to Jackson. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Ellis. To the inside. Here's Chamberlain. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
And so San Francisco takes the win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Paul, what a great team effort defensively. What were the points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we have to do. We have to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Defense certainly has to be a full team effort, and it paid off tonight. Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And time now for our Player of the Game.
Uh-oh. Team Wilt got to take on OKC. If you guys have been following my Larry Bird Magic Johnson series, you know what they're all about. Man, it's going to be a good one. All right, thanks, guys, for tuning in. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. Enjoy your night, guys. Peace out.